My name is Elvis and I'm a no-code designer.
My name is Victoria Akilafa and I'm a no-code designer.
My name is Ogwa Rebecca Godwin. I'm a no-code designer.
My name is Adebisi Abdusamad. I am a no-code designer.
My name is Munira Uthman and I am a no-code designer.
My name is Rita. I'm a no-code designer.
My name is Engineer Steven Ape.
My name is Shakira Lisa and I am a no-code designer. My name is Ijo Emanuela and I'm a no-code designer.
I'm Benedicta Onsi, a no-code designer.
Before I started this program, I had interest in getting into tech, but at no point during that period did it ever cross my mind that within 2 months I would know the level of things I know.
So I got to find out about the Figma class, the no-code bootcamp on WhatsApp. So I reached out to Festus. So when I saw the post on WhatsApp, I was like, okay, fine, why not just try it out? Since you've been on self-training for like a long time, get to experience what it is like when someone is teaching you physically.
I actually heard about the no-code designer cohort. That's about 3 months ago from one of the instructors here, Festus. And yeah, I decided to hop on it to learn how to design.
He just hit me up sometime, I think in April, and he was like, hey Ella, we have a no-code class coming up, are you interested? I was like, yeah, sure, why not? And then I signed up for it and I don't regret it.
Before I hear about UI UX, I was like into learning more things, like how things do flow and what are the importance of things, how things do work. Then I decided to go into like computer training, which I was advised to go into graphic design. And I was still on my way to graphic design when a family friend told me that I can be a website designer. So I was like telling him that, okay, since you are doing coding, let me join in doing coding. He laughed and said I know that I should learn UI UX before I can like come into coding. And I would say that when he told me that, I would say UI UX, what is UI UX?
I asked him how many months. He told me 2 months. I was like, 2 months? Take UI UX I've been hearing about. He told me I shouldn't worry, that he's very good. So I said, okay, let me just. So all those while I was studying Festus, how are we going to, when this class starting up and all that. But at the end of the day, he told me that this year, first batch should be around April. So I told him, okay, let's start. Then I'll be in the class with him. So he said, okay. Then when he called me, from the day one, the way he was talking to us, the way he was doing, like, he was just like a lecturer. Like, in fact, he was doing more than a lecturer in most of in the university, because he was just telling us like the details. Even if sometimes we ask questions, like me, I'm very inquisitive, like I do ask questions. The questions, he was just trying to bring it to a lower level.
So I came in and the first class, it was quite interactive. From the first day, what I heard was my level. Before I thought he was a young guy, but from them I started, this guy is a senior man. Don't joke with this thing.
I had no idea of Figma or WordPress. In fact, I don't even know what Figma is or WordPress is. But right now, I can boast of knowing what these things are, and I can use them independently.
Well, I've learned quite a lot, to be honest. How to my communication skills has improved to a great extent with, I'll say, clients, because I got my first gig.
It's like I'm catching up to what I know now. It's like, when it's like you've learned all these things. So it's like when I realize you can do this, I keep realizing every day that, this is what you can do now. And it was just like, a few weeks. I don't want to even say to
connect me to that person, Mr. Festus, that you want to connect me to. So when he said, okay, then give me his number. He gave me his number. I was able to talk to him. When I would talk to him, he was telling me that in UI design you can able to design a website, design a app. I say, well, design a app. You say yes, that there are other things that you can learn. You even introduce WordPress to me, that you are learning UI UX and at the same time you are learning WordPress. So I was like, wow, design a website, design a app. I was like, Facebook. I was like, talking my style, Facebook app or what? How can you do all those things? Is it possible? So I said, okay, I make my research.
Okay, within the time frame of this designer class, I have learned how to design no code. For example, mobile and web applications. Okay. Very big thank you to you guys. Like, you guys have really done well. You guys have really done well. Like, it's not easy actually. Like, getting to sit down with people that don't really understand what it means to be like, does not even understand what it means to like draw a circle. Like, it's not really easy. But I want to say very big thank you to you guys for teaching us, putting us through, and letting us know how it is being done.
With what I know now, graphic design is, I just learned that one. I mean, I didn't even realize when I picked that one up. You know, so I mean, it's amazing what I've learned so far.
Some things you just bring it to the normal. He will, if you ask him this kind of question, he would say it to the least. As far he will explain it to the best of his own knowledge and to our own understanding. So I was so happy that when he even asked me, like when I had to chat him up, he was like, "How is the class?" I was so excited to reply that the class is moving so well, and I'm so excited to be here and I'm happy to be here.
So my communication skill has improved to a great extent, and yes, I mean, I met a lot of amazing people, networked, like Mr. Raymond here. I do feel good. I do feel confident to a great extent. I mean, compared to before the class. Yes.
One thing I want to say about our instructor is that he makes sure that everybody comes along. He take his time. He don't like leaving everybody behind. That is one thing I've noticed. He makes sure all of us come along. It's not easy to teach you, man, your feeling.
And I can assure you, I can do so many things. Not so many things like per se, but I know 70 or 80% I can call myself.
It's a personal stuff for me, because if you scam for ₦1,000,000 plus, you won't take it for granted, you know. So you won't take chances at all. So I came in without aggression. So along the line, in like 1 month, really, it's a 2-month boot camp, right? But 1 month I was in another level. So
I had a very good experience with this. He's a very good teacher. Yeah, very good teacher. Okay, he took out his time, like, to explain a very detailed explanation. It was very helpful.
Seriously, yeah. What inspired me more about the class is the passion. He talks, it's as if he wants to remove himself and put it on you, kind of. Yeah, he has that passion. Two classes with him, you will see that part in display. As in, you go home like, am I sure I'm living? Am I sure I'm doing the right thing? You understand? I fell in love. I saw another thing, that if I wasn't doing engineering, I'll be in tech fully. You understand?
So like most times when I see UI UX, I'm like, I was thinking that it's so big and all, but the way he brought it to the simplest form. I want to say thank you very much for that. It's not every teacher that can do that.
UI UX to me is one of the hardest things, but he break it down that it became a very easy thing for me to do. Like, there is an assignment that he gave us. When I finished doing the assignment, I was like, wow, am I the one designing this, or is it someone else like me designing it? I was like very emotional that wow, and everything was possible because of Mr. Festus. So I will really say that I'm really grateful to him, and I will always ask God to bless him for everything.
Thank you so much. I'm really happy to be part of this journey. The first cohort, like, I'm really happy. Thank you so much for providing this opportunity.
Okay, so I'd like to give a big shout out to Mr. Festus, Chinedu, Mr. Raymond, my amazing colleagues or classmates, if I would say. I mean, everything has been amazing. I would say a big thank you to all of them. I really appreciate, and I really hope and pray to go out there with the little knowledge I've gained so far and thrive and just take over the world.
I appreciate this program so much because now I have a lot of insight, and that was basically what he told me when I met him. I was like, let's get you started. But man, he launched me. He didn't just get me started. I mean, this program has launched me into like a space that I felt it was going to take me more, because I basically had like a timeline for things I wanted to learn. But with what I know now, I think I need to cut my timeline a little bit short and add more things into that. Yeah.
So I'll say Alhamdulillah, I feel great, and yeah, let's make some tech money.